Hey, I wanted to make a nice video of this park that's right next door to the property and go ahead and post it to the listing. So here you go. You can see there are plenty of little structures out here with picnic tables underneath of them. Here's the giant basketball court over here, and this is right next door to the property. There's a giant field over here. Another little structure with some picnic tables under it. As you can see, there's a little metal cage for playing ball down there. There's a kids playground under here and a little swing set under the next one just past there. Plenty of picnic tables throughout the property. Big Violet Sand Beach volleyball court right here, and then there's facilities on around there as well. Big concrete building for the bathrooms and plenty of grills out here for cooking out on the weekends and stuff. But there's a giant trail all the way around this park as well, and then it's all nature preserve back in that area, and there's trails that go through there too. I used to take my dog on walks back there and everything, but there's plenty of room to go walking, and if you got kids, it's a great area for them because this park's right next door and so on and so forth. But I just wanted to make this video for you guys, and it's really great property. I'm just listing it because what it is I'm trying to do out here requires a little bit more capital. I'd like to build a little shipping container home out here, but it's going to take me quite a few years to save up the money just working as I do. So I'm going to try to take this money from the sale and invest in the market and try to make some money so that I can make my dreams happen a lot quicker. But I got real lucky with this property. I got it for sale by owner, and he financed it for me, and it's been pretty peaceful out here. You're only about 200 or 300 feet away from the prairie. There's a big lake. It's Lake Perch. Here, let me show you the direction of that. The park. And as we go out here, there's a big, it's kind of like a retaining pond when we get a lot of rains, and that water, it goes back into the prairie. But back there, there's a little trail that goes back to Perch Lake, or Pike Lake. You used to have access to it years ago, but the prairie acquired the land, and I think they've made it no trespass. And I go back there on walks from time to time. The gate's open. But there's a lot of land back there right next to the prairie, and I like it at nighttime, especially back here, just because it's so quiet. Usually everybody's asleep by dark time, and it's just nice and quiet. All you hear is birds, frogs, and crickets, you know? But just want to make this little video for you and show you what's right next door at this park. I think this will probably be a big selling point for somebody, or buying point, or whatever you want to call it. But it's a beautiful little area out here. As you can see, there's a big field. I used to bring my dog over here and throw the ball and let him run around. Especially right after they closed, they locked the gate. Then I was the only one back here. It was pretty cool like that. But he passed on this past year, and I kind of got this property so him and my other dog would have somewhere to be able to have their own space. It's so expensive in town anymore to just rent. So I got my property and got a little Airstream out here, but I'm ready to sell the Airstream and head up north for the summertime and see what I can do to make some serious gains on my investment, my capital from my investment after I sell this, and see what I can do to make this dream happen again when I come back down this winter, just with a little more capital. But it is nice and quiet out here. It's really nice. I love being so close to the prairie and having this park right next door. It seems like it's going to work out really well for somebody, especially if you got kids. I think if you could just send them over here to run around and play all day, you might have it made in the shade. But it's a buildable lot. I did the research down at City Hall. There's been a number of different structures on it, so it's going to be easy enough to pull the permit. I put in a power pole. I brought one of the wells back to life, and I got a $15,000 grant from GRU for city well or city water and sewer. I also dug out a pretty nice section and put in some sand clay and all organic compost on top of that. It's probably around, I'd say at least 10 yards worth of soil. I've got banana trees and cassava trees and Suriname cherries, and I got some avocados and cherries of the Rio Grande and Suriname spinach and turmeric and ginger and taro root and sweet potatoes and tomatoes. There's a lot in that garden. I got some pineapples and some air potatoes and hibiscus, lots of stuff. But I love my little garden out here, and I use the well to water it, keep the cost of water down. It's quiet and all that stuff. But I'm a carpenter and getting ready to head up north for the summer. That was always the plan, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on the market and see what offers I get. If no one's willing to pay what I'm asking, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and hold on to it. Maybe next year get to working on the Airstream. I got to totally revamp that thing. But anyways, I'm Josh Lambert, and this is my property for sale. Have a good day. Bye.